Hello and welcome back to part 21 of our Let's Play on FM22, where we attempt to go from non-league football to winning the Champions League. We're back with Blyth Spartans today, and we have been on a fantastic run of form. As you can see from here, we've played a lot of games since Tuesday's episode. We last saw the match against Chorley, so we've played all of these games since, and there's not very much red in there. There's a little bit, but not a lot. Definitely getting knocked out of the cups has allowed us to focus on the league, and that has had this result, which is with one game in hand, we are 7 points clear at the top of the table, and it's definitely our title to lose now. Automatic promotion is in our sights. As we can see, we've played 37 games. There is 46 in this league, so we've not got many left. So we've come back to kind of show you guys how we're getting on before we probably finish off the league on Saturday. We've got matches today against Leamington and Curzon Ashton, both of which I would expect us to be winning. This is our lineup for today. Then we've got Carney in goal, Leek, Bellawan, Gamble and Sharif as our back four, Fletcher, McKinnon and McHugh in midfield, Grattan out on the left, Magia now out on the right. That's mainly because Luke Burgess has been performing pretty poorly. As we can see, his average rating down here for the last few matches is a 6.52. That might be just behind my head. It is. You can't see that. But his average rating is a 6.52. And we've put Burrell up front because his average rating, 7.38. And he started scoring since he's been up there. He wanted more games. And actually, I'm happy to give them to him. And Magia, perfectly capable out on that right hand side, so we're kind of using that at the moment. We should be able to comfortably keep up our good form here. What else has happened in between our matches then, just to let you guys know about? A couple of transfers have happened, but nothing too substantial in the grand scheme of things. So we had Jordan Slew, he's gone. He was on a pre-arranged transfer, so he went at the start of January, as did Turner, who was our first choice goalkeeper for last season. The only other main thing that has happened is Huddersfield came in. They are the very low end of the championship. They offered us a job interview, which we did attend, but then they chose not to offer us the job. So we're still here at Blyth Spartans, and at the moment I don't really see us going anywhere. We might eventually get a bigger club come in. I think as we have this sort of run of form, bigger clubs may potentially come in. I think eventually we will move. I don't think we're going to be winning the Champions League with Blyth Spartans anytime soon. But, you know, at the moment, we're not going anywhere. We're not actively applying for jobs. We haven't applied for jobs at all in this save, I don't think. And Jack Edwards has just scored against us. Me saying this should be a comfortable win today. So far, we've seen two highlights while I've been telling you what's going on, and they've both been with Leamington, and Leamington are now 1-0 up against us. That's not an ideal start, guys. You're embarrassing yourself on YouTube. Can you please sort it out? Leamington have had 4 shots already in 60% possession. Guys, I know we're away from home, but, like, seriously, I swear our team gets camera shy. I swear that's what it is, because I think I said that a couple of episodes ago, that we had all of these sort of fantastic matches where we'd win 6-0, 5-0, and then we'd come on YouTube and we'd have a 1-1 draw. And we're having exactly the same thing happen today. We haven't lost a match for ages. I say that, I can't remember when we last lost a match, but we haven't been losing very many this season by any accounts. And all of a sudden we've appeared on YouTube and it's all gone a little bit wrong. Oh dear. Oh dear is the best thing we can say here. Guys, do I have to go attacking on the 25th minute to sort this out? Because I don't really want to accept the loss here. It's a free kick again. We cannot. Do you know what? The amount of times I've been recording, I notice it a lot more when I am recording, that we've conceded a free kick, and it's always from that side as well. So maybe I potentially need to have a look at my set pieces and where we're putting people, because every single time we've got a free kick on that side, we seem to concede it. I say every time. In the grand scheme of things, we probably don't concede that many. They're just very, very noticeable when you're commentating it. Obviously, when I'm playing on my own, I don't stand here and commentate on them. That would be a bit of a weird thing to do, I feel. No knock on any YouTubers that do it. Not at all. You do you. I just think it's a little bit weird to be there talking to myself, he says, as if that's not exactly what I'm doing now. But hopefully some of you guys are watching, so it's less weird. It's just, you know, you're in the future. I am past James. Grattan here, through on goal. He's got his 13th goal of the season. When I think last season we had Grattan, I was very, very unsure about him because he did not do well in the National League. I think a season in the North League has done him absolute wonders, and hopefully he can come pretty good in the National League next season. Maybe he just needed a season in a lesser quote-unquote league for him to sort of find his feet in the side. Grattan now, this pulling one back for us then just before half-time, so it is 2-1 now. I mean, we'll wait a little bit longer because we seem to have grown into this match a little bit. But if needs be, we are going to go attacking. We could at least still get a point out of this. I'm not too concerned. We've got a decent sort of gap at the top of the league, and this is our game in hand, so that's not going to lessen even if we do lose this one. I just really would not like to see a downturn in form right towards the end of the season when we're doing so well, and all of a sudden end up in a fight for the title rather than a walk towards it. I'd quite like a nice little stroll towards the title rather than a race towards it. We are going to bring on Burgess, even though I've been saying he's been playing poorly, because Magia's looking quite tired. The whole team's looking pretty tired. What's going on there? Don't remember having a match already this week, but maybe we have. This is the first match I'm playing today. Most of those matches in between this match and the Chorley match kind of happened across the last couple of days since I last recorded. And I admit I can't remember when we actually last had a match. Maybe it was this week. It is a game in hand, so it's entirely possible it's a fixture rearrangement and that all of them have been crammed together. Right, we've got 10 minutes left now, lads. I think we need to go attacking. We need to demand more, and we need to have a look at who our last substitute's going to be. The problem with this is we haven't really got a lot to bring on in terms of making it more attacking, but we're going to just bring on Fraser with the hope that with a little bit more pace and maybe a bit more energy on that left-hand side, he can bomb up and down there. He doesn't have to worry about being on a yellow card if he does give the ball away like Leek does. Burgess here, cutting this one back to Sharif. Sharif into the box to Burrell. Burrell's... I think... No! I was about to say Burrell scored. Burrell hasn't scored. It's been disallowed by the referee. Ref, I want my money back. Why would you do this to us? Never mind. It's been cleared all the way back to our goalkeeper here. And now Belawan is going to build from the back. Fraser, who I said will have more energy, choosing not to use his energy. He's just going to lump it long. Burrell this time. That one's got to be onside, referee. Get your finger out your ear. Don't even talk to VAR. There's no VAR in this league. Come on now. There's no VAR here. They can't afford that. That is just a big, big long ball. That is the epitome of a big oof there from Fraser on that left-hand side. All the way. Completely switched the side of the pitch over to Burgess. And it's a pretty decent assist as it turns out. Burrell knocking one home. It's 2-2. If we could go and get a late one here, because now if you look at the stats now, 54% possession over the match, 16 shots, we look like much the better team in this. Unfortunately, when you can see 2 goals to start off the match, it's a little bit of a struggle after that. We tell the team we're very proud of their work in the second half. It's a fucking shame about the first half though, isn't it really? I've not seen it this season. We used to get that thing on FM where you could turn around and go, that was a real Jekyll and Hyde performance. I think that one, the epitome of a Jekyll and Hyde performance. And then after all our players being pretty knackered, we've got another match now against Curzon Ashton. And it's in 2 days' time. Players could be a little bit tired for that one. Well, more news of stuff happening in between those 2 games. It's only been 2 days, but we've finished off the transfer window. No one going in or out for us. It's a very, very quiet day. We've also had a job interview with Derby County. It's a bit of an interesting one. They're just floating outside of the relegation zone in the Championship. Remembering we are in match. You'd think at this point they'd probably survive, but it's not sure. And they've asked if we'd like to come in and be their new manager. We've gone to the job interview. And now we wait and see if anything happens. But for now, we've got to focus on Blyth Spartans and Curzon Ashton. We've got our lineup for today, which is a bit of a change side, given everyone is tired. We've got Carney in goal, Fraser, Lawrence, Gamble and Sharif as our back 4, Brookwell, McKinnon and McHugh in midfield, Clark on the left, Magia on the right and Burrell up front. We can see before we even start, McKinnon and McHugh are both tired. Don't really have anyone else to put there at the moment, so we're just gonna have to grin, bear it and hope we can get a couple of goals early and then substitute them off for less suitable players in that area. If you are enjoying today's video though, guys, please do drop a like down below. It does really help out the channel. It's always very much appreciated. Hopefully here we can have a better start than we did against Leamington. We can't. No, apparently we can't have a better start than we had against Leamington. We're going to have an identical start to what we had against Leamington. I literally think this was the exact same start, which was a corner, crossed to the far post and headed home. That's an identical start. Could you have had worse timing there, guys? We're going to have a better start. Nah, let's concede some more goals. We do like a good goal conceding on this channel. Nothing better than watching your team be pummeled. It's 3 shots again. What is going on? Can we sort it out? And can we sort it out a little bit quicker than we did against Leamington? Because Leamington, it took far too long. And we would like to see a win today. That would be great. We go on the attack. Let's just go attack him. Let's just go attacking and hope for the best here. Guys, full throttle, yeah? Pedal to the metal type of thing. Let's just go and take as many shots as possible. And eventually, one of them's bound to go in. That's the theory anyway. Again, 60. How have we got 62% possession? And yet, Kurz and Ashton, they're just hitting us constantly on the break in the set pieces. Set piece of our own here, though. McHugh into Lawrence, and that one has gone over. I think it was actually Gamble ended up heading that one over the crossbar. And we're going to arrive at half time again with very, very little highlights, very little to show for our efforts, and not looking like a team that are likely to be winning the title. We are likely to be winning the title, but we just don't look like it. I've just seen Magia's got injured as well, so we probably need to take him off. We'll take him off, bring on Luke Burgess. That's a less than ideal substitution, if I'm honest, especially with players already tired in midfield. I would have been hoped to be using my substitutions on them and not potential injuries. But we do what we have to do, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to go with what we've got. And again, cross our fingers, hope for the best. It is another free kick here for Kurz and Ashton in the centre of the park. It's a very, very short free kick there. Trying to play around our defence here. Doing it quite well as it turns around as well. Just holding the ball up there. And now they're just preparing themselves to launch into the box. It's the same guy that scored before. I can't say your name. Nukunku? We'll go Nukunku. Probably not your name, but that's what we're going to call you. And guys, can we wake up a little bit? We're still on an attacking mentality here, but not really doing a lot. We encourage the team, and I feel like we probably need to make a substitution here. McKinnon's playing quite well. McHugh, not quite so much. Both in danger of being booked. And we've got no one to bring in, so it's going to have to be Brownsword. And I guess we bring Brownsword back there, put Brookwell as the box-to-box midfielder. He's a bit fresher, so it makes a little bit more sense for him to be running up and down the field rather than McHugh in that position. And if we could go and get a goal here, guys, I'd very much appreciate it. Instead of that, I'm telling you, the team, 100% camera shy. I don't know what we'd be like in the Premier League when there's all the Sky Sports cameras around and they're on camera. I think they would probably just dissolve into a puddle on the floor. They don't seem to be able to cope with the pressure of being at the top of the league at the moment. Is FM done that lovely thing where you have this great run? Because I played pretty much all of those games without ever closing FM down. It was just one big bulk of games where I just sat here and watched some YouTube, much like you guys are, and played some games, and I've come back and it's like it's punished me for closing the game. We've got 1 point from a possible 6 in this episode. That's not title winning form, and we're having pretty much what we had a couple of seasons ago when we were here and we were top, and then we just fell into those playoff positions, and we're now only, what's that, maths, we're only 5 points ahead of Kidderminster. At the start of the episode we were 7 points ahead and we had a game in hand. Magia is out for 2 to 4 days. That's not quite as bad as it could have been. So I guess we need to be happy with that. And apparently we're willing to discuss a Magia deal. We're absolutely not willing to discuss a Magia deal. I don't know what you're on about, and we're not interested in selling Cole McKinnon either. Got a few games now left until the end of the season, but not many of them, he says, if we can get to the bottom of the page. So only 7 games left. And to be fair, if it's anything like today, could all go completely wrong, but we're going to come back if we're at the brink of winning the title or for the last 2 games of the season, which are against Braintree and FC United. So keep an eye on the channel. We'll be back on Saturday. Just whether it's going to be the last 2 games of the season or if we manage to tie up this title a little bit earlier than that. If you have enjoyed today's episode and you're excited to watch the rest of the season with Blyth Spartans and see if we do finish as champions and whether or not we remain here or we go to Derby County or somewhere else instead, then why not subscribe to the channel? It is completely free. You can unsubscribe whenever you want. But if you hit the notification bell as well, YouTube will let you know whenever we upload and you won't miss any of this Blyth Spartans season. Until next time though guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, it's always very much appreciated. I will see you for the next episode on Saturday. But if you can't wait until Saturday, if it's beyond you how you could go a whole day without watching the channel, why not have a look at this video next?